Okay, so I'm just going to give my brief thoughts on Cable Reborn. This was announced at Comic-Con, and we kind of knew about this a few weeks earlier before Comic-Con was announced that Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness were going to reborn something. People thought it was going to be Bucky, but instead it's Cable. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to like this. I mean, my friend Tanaka-Con and my other friend Liam Perry Lloyd, they are big X-Men fans. They're even bigger X-Men fans than I am, and they said they're not really interested in this idea of bringing back Cable. One, so early, and two, it being written by Jeff Loeb and the artwork by Ed McGuinness. Now, as you guys already know, it's not that I don't hate Jeff Loeb, it's just that I don't like his Marvel stuff. I really do not care much for his stuff he does at Marvel. I mean, the ideas he comes up with are interesting, but the execution is just bleh. I mean, very bleh. And don't get me started on Ultimatum. That was a clusterfuck right there. But man. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to bring back Cable just 1 year later after his death what was the name of it? Oh yeah, Second Coming. I don't even remember the X-Men storylines. Second Coming, he died to protect Cable along with Nightcrawler. And I'm surprised they're not bringing Nightcrawler back. Who knows? In this, they might bring him back as well. But anyway, this is coming out in December. Yeah, this December, along with. I'm more interested actually. If you want to talk about Marvel stuff coming out in December, I'm more interested in Carnage USA. If you ask me, but truth be told, I don't think I'm going to pick this up because, one, I think it's way too early to bring back Cable, and I think I might actually do a follow-up video to this about talking about comic book deaths, and how, like, I'm going to give like 3 or 4 reasons of how people should do comic book deaths, and if you want to bring back a character, follow those rules. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to leave that choice to the other X-Men fans I have, my other friends who are bigger X-Men fans than I am, but probably not because Jeff Loeb's on the book. And like I said, I can't hate Loeb. I love his DC stuff. I mean, I will always say that Long Halloween is my favorite Batman story. And you know what? I did like his Batman stuff, you know, Haunted Knight and, you know, the other stuff. But once he went to Marvel, it all went just downhill. I mean, like Dukaloops 1993 once said, "What went wrong, Loeb?" But yeah, I mean, his Marvel stuff is just bleh, and you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with it. But yeah, the other thing I want to know is, like, how are you going to bring back Cable? And it's probably going to be something, you know, very basic and very, you know, something you've already seen, like, oh, Cable didn't die, that was an android, or oh, Cable time travel shit. I don't know, and quite necessarily I don't care. People have asked me to talk about Cable Reborn, and I just thought I'd give you, and you guys know I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And honestly, I'm not really hyped up for this. I'm really not much, but if you want to read it, that's cool. I'm not, if you guys want to read Cable Reborn, that's fine. I bear no grudge against you. I'm not one of those people like, oh, you're going to read Cable Reborn? Bleh. Hex on you. No, I'm not like that. Everyone, to each his own, I always say. To each his own. So if you're going to get Cable Reborn just to see Cable come back, and see what kind of bullshit thing they're going to pull to bring back Cable, that's fine. I mean, you guys can tell me that, and I'll be like, alright, cool, tell me how it goes, because I'm not reading it. But, you know what, all in all, I'm skipping this book. Not really too hyped. I think it's way too early to bring back Cable. It's only been a year, actually. Not even a year. I think it's been like 8 or 9 months. Not going year-wise, but yeah, it's been like 8 or 9, even 10 months. But it'll probably, but when it gets to December, yeah, it'll be a full year, so. But I think that's way too early to bring back a character just a year after. I mean, for the most part, people wait at least 2 years to bring back a character nowadays, but not a whole year. I just think that's way too short, and I don't really think they felt, even in the X-Men comics, they didn't really feel like, oh, Cable died. That sucks. That's what it felt like in the, that's what people told me it was like when Cable died. They felt more of Nightcrawler's death than Cable's death. So, I feel like his death should have meant something. It just felt kind of pointless. all in all, I'm probably not going to pick this up. But you guys tell me, what do you think of Cable Reborn? And stay tuned, because I'm going to, for the next video, of which I talk about 3 or 4 rules of for comic book deaths and how they should be done.